Hey guys, what's up? This is a quick review I'm doing for the newest Black Sabbath release, which is their EP entitled The End. Now, this was released January 20th, and it's a tour exclusive, I believe. They're only releasing the CD on tour, you'll only be able to purchase it there. Sorry for that. But, I'm just going to talk about it anyways, and you can go stream it online, I believe. You can probably find videos of it on YouTube. I'll probably just link one down in the description, or go check out my awesome full albums to check out playlist, and it'll probably be on there. So, yeah, let's just get into it. Now, basically, this is all just leftover shit from 13, which is not surprising because I kind of knew that what they released was probably not all what they had. There was even bonus tracks for that album that I've never even listened to before, because I just never bothered to look into them. But I really did like the album. I got the Canadian version of the vinyl over there in my collection. I got the CD. I got a poster on the wall from when the album was released. I really did enjoy the album. But listening to these leftovers, it kind of brings me back to 2013 when the album was released. Kind of a throwback to that year. And, they are interesting leftovers, so I'm going to get into them. And also there's some live tracks, but, it's just, I'll speak with them too. So Season of the Dead, great riffs, feels really short, like most of the songs on this, even though they're somewhere around 7 minutes, 6 minutes, 5 minutes long, they don't feel really long. They kind of go through pretty quickly. And Ozzy sounds great, and I find Ozzy's vocal abilities are still there, but I heard Cover Killer Nation say, sometimes his voice sounds great at the beginning of a live show, and then by the end he's kind of, he's kind of not doing that great, which makes sense. He's an older guy, he probably has a lot of problems with his voice, and that's understandable. Even greats lose their vocal abilities. Look at Lemmy. Lemmy wasn't doing too good in the last few shows, but he still tried, I suppose once you get around a 70-year-old range, it's kind of hard to keep up with everything. But, I think it feels like this music is not really... I don't even feel like this is an end to Black Sabbath, but apparently it is, so... I don't know. And that's like the song Cry All Night. A really heavy track with really awesome riffs. Tony Iommi, seeing as he's been at this since about 1969, 1968 with the Polka Toke, a band back in 1968 he was doing that, and he had Earth with obviously in 1969. It's interesting to see him still writing these awesome riffs 47 years later. And Cry All Night, great track, but it ends with the Black Sabbath, the actual song Black Sabbath, Bells and Rain, church bells and rain. And it just truly is their last release. This is the last thing they're ever going to release in of new studio material, and they're fucking off into the void after this tour. Why would they put the bells and rain on the second track on the EP and not Isolated Man, the last track? Don't really make much sense to me, but it's up to them, I guess. And then you look at the song Take Me Home. The song sounds like 13 Leftovers, obviously, in which they are, but it's just not up to snuff with 13 material. I think that song wasn't, and not all these tracks are. It's understandable why they were left off, but it is cool to hear it. Take Me Home is a pretty good song. And then you look at Isolated Man, the last track. Really good melodies, really good riffs, really good vocals from Ozzy once again. But like I say, I can't see why they would put this out as the very last thing in their career. It's very disappointing to see this, and I'd rather see them put out a new album or even a new single or something along those lines, a new track, one last track or something to end off their whole career, like a goodbye track. But I guess that's all they're doing. And then that's it. That's the last Black Sabbath track I could ever comment on, I guess. Maybe, I don't know. Seeing how it goes. Next is God Is Dead Live. Now, it sounds bad. Ozzy's vocals are not doing that well, and it's just not a good live version. They could have picked a better one, in my opinion. Maybe they used to keep God Is Dead until the end of the set list all the time, but as far as I can see, it's not that good of a live version. But that changes when we go to Under the Sun. Ozzy sounds good. It's a good live recording. it's quality, you know, it's worth listening to. If you like that song, you'll probably like this version of it. And the next is Into the Beginning. Once again, another really good live version. If you want to hear a good live version of that track, like, you know, recorded and put on an album, this is a great opportunity to hear. And then the last song, Age of Reason, one of my favorite songs off the newest album. Really, really awesome track, really good recording once again. So it's basically one live track is not worth listening to, and the other three are pretty awesome. And, you know, just to sum it all up music-wise, 4 alright studio tracks that could have been put on a bonus CD for, you know, the Black Sabbath album 13. And then, you know, 4 live tracks that could have been stuck onto, like, I don't know, a live album they could have put out celebrating their last tour or something. But I don't know, mismanaged, miscommunicated bullshit. I don't know what to say. It's really just not a good release. You know, lackluster art. The art looks like something like an average doom metal band would have. Not even a doom metal band, like, you know, like, I don't know, just a mediocre heavy metal band. Not too interesting artwork, just gonna say that. You know, like I said, not a great ending to this band, this legendary band. Like, you know, you wish they were going back into the studio for a full length, but tragically or apparently they're not. So I guess this is goodbye to Black Sabbath. I guess I'm gonna give this release a 68 out of 100. Like, you know, they did not do a good, you know, presentation of this album or this EP. And hopefully, if they're trying to goof us and this isn't actually the end of their career and they're actually going to release something else before they actually end it off, then I hope they do that. But if this is the end, this is the very last release, they kind of, you know, shit the bed on it, but that's alright. We can go back and listen to all the 70s and 80s and even 90s material and enjoy it. And the newest album's pretty awesome too. So yeah, guys, that's all I gotta say about this. Tell me what you thought of the EP. Did you think it was a good release, or did you think it was shit? Did you think that's a good ending to a band that, you know, has been here with us for almost fucking half a century? You tell me. Peace fuck out, guys, and have an awesome day.